Good morning students, myself Anup Kumar and it is my first video of this week and second video of this chapter 24 pie charts. Okay students, and in previous class students we have already discussed that how to draw a pie chart and after that how to solve the questions. Now students, today we will discuss that how to read the pie chart and we will also discuss the four questions related to central angle. Okay dear, so let's start the class. Now in next slide you can see here the first question, that is in the given pie chart it gives the expenditure in percentage on various items and savings of a family during a month. You can see this figure. You can see here house rent, education for children, food, clothes, savings, others, transport, house rent. Okay, these are the expenses of a family during a month. Now the first question here you can see here, on which item the expenditure was maximum. The maximum percentage will show that the maximum expenditure. So you can see the maximum expenditure on food. It is 25%. So we can say the maximum percentage shows maximum expenditure. Hence the expenditure was maximum on food items. Okay dear. Now the next question. Expenditure on which item is equal to the total savings of the family. So at first let's see what will be the total savings percentage. You can see here that total savings is given here 15%. Okay, and which is equal to 15% here also, education for children. Okay, so we can say that expenditure on education for children is same as savings of the family. Okay, now let's see some more questions. If the monthly savings of the family is rupees 3000, then what is the monthly expenditure on clothes? It is the monthly saving. It means 15% of the total salary will be equal to 3000. It means we can say what? Here we can say that given a monthly savings is equal to rupees 3000. Now if we can say saving percent into total income is equal to monthly saving. That will be the formula. Now in percentage we have already discussed. So saving percent is given 15%. Okay. So 15% into total income. Okay. Now 15% into total income is equal to 3000. Now 15%, that is what? 15 by total income. It means 15 by 100, then 100 will go in numerator and 15 will come in denominator. Okay. Now students, if we will cut it, that is 15 3000, then it will be cut in 200 times, and 200 into 100 it will be 20,000. Okay. So 20,000 will be its total income, and we have to find what? We have to find the monthly expenditure on clothes. So the clothes percentage given what? It is 10%. So what? After that, hence we can say that monthly expenditure is equal to total income minus savings. So monthly expenditure we have to find, then it will be 20,000 minus 3,000, that will be 17,000. Okay. Now what is the monthly expenditure on clothes? It will be different. Okay. Now formula. What is the formula? Let's see about the central angle formula. So if value is given in number, only number, then in that case here we know the central angle for a component is equal to value of component by total value into 360. And this formula we have already used in the first class of this chapter to find the central angle. Okay. Now students, if you have to find the value of component only, okay, this value you have to find a value of component. In that case we will take total value to that side and 360 downside. So it will be what? The formula will be, you can see here, yes, now you can see here that it will be what? Value of component is equal to central angle of component will be here, total value we will write here, and 360 we will write downside. This is the formula if value is given in number. Okay. Now students, if value is given in percentage, then what formula we will use? We will use the formula central angle for a component is equal to percentage of component by 100 into 360. Okay, and to find the percentage of component, we will apply the formula central angle of component by 360 into 100%. Okay, so let's use this formula to solve some questions now. So the first question is question related to formula. A man's monthly salary is rupee 24,000 and his monthly expenses on travel are rupee 2,500. We have to find the central angle. Okay, so students, you can see here given, what is given? Monthly salary 24,000 and the expenses on travel 2,500. We have to find travel expenses in central angle of sector representing travel expenses. So same formula we use. Now central angle is equal to monthly expenses on travel by monthly salary into 360. It means 2,500 by 24,000 into 360. 20 and 20 will cancel. Which first? Yes. 20 will cancel, and again 10 will cancel. Now 24, 12 2 are 24 and 12 3 are 36. Now 2, 125. It means approx we can say that the value will be what? 75 by 2, that is 37.5 degree. That will be its central angle. Okay. Now students, next question. Let's see next question. If 35% of the people residing in a locality are 6, it is in percentage here. Okay, and we have to find the central angle of the sector. So we know the formula. At first let's write what is given. That is percentage of sick people 35%. Now we can say that central angle is equal to percentage of sick people into 360. By 100 also we will write now. So at first we will write 35% into 360. Now if we will convert percentage into 1 by 100, then it will be 35 by 100 into 360. Okay, and both are divisible. We can say that 5 7 ja and 5 20 ja, 20 18 ja, and 18 7 ja will be the value of central angle. Okay, 126 degree. So 126 degree will be the central angle of the Sikh community. Now students, let's see another question. Now, if in the pie chart representing the number of students opting for different streams of study out of a total strength, it is the total strength there 1650, and the same angle is already given 48 degree for arts student, then what will be the number of students who opted for arts stream? Let's see. Again the question, at first what is given we will write. After that we will apply the formula. Central angle is equal to number of students opted arts by total strength into 360. Okay. Now students, we will put the value 48 degree here, number of students opted arts by 1650 into 360. Now we will take 1650 and 360 to that side. Then it will be what? We can write number of students opted arts is equal to 48 into 1650 by 360. Now both are divisible or not? Let's see. 0 and 1010 will cancel. Both are divisible by 12. 12 3 are 36 and 12 4 are 48. Now 3 5 are 15, 3 5 are 55 into 4. That will be its number of students. It means 220 students opted arts. Done. So like this we can find the value by using the formula. Let's see one last question here. Now, in the pie chart representing the percentage of students having interest in reading various kinds of books, and the central angle of the sector representing students reading novels is 81 degree. So what is the percentage of students interested in reading novels? Let's see. At first what is given? 81 degree is the central angle of the students reading novels. We have to find the value in percentage. So we will apply directly formula. Percentage of students reading novels is equal to central of angle of students reading novel by complete angle into 100%. So value we will put 81 by 360 into 100. Now let's cut it. 1010 will cancel. 9 9 ja and 9 4 ja, 2 2 ja and 2 5 ja, it means 9 5 ja 45 by 2. It will be 22.5%. That will be the percentage of students reading novels. I hope that you all have understood that how to use the formula. Okay. So students, now you have to do some assignment work at your home. In Adarsh Rawal book, you have to solve exercise 24A, question number 7 to 10. Okay. And in NCERT book, you have to solve exercise 5.2, question number 1, 2 and 4. Okay students, so thank you.